please brief about yourself, Dheeraj?
My name is A. Chandradhiraj Reddy, sir. I am from Pradipur.
Pradipur, okay.
Yeah, I have recently completed my graduation in Sri Vidyaniketan Engineering College, Tirupati, in Electronics and Communication Engineering with a CGPA of 8.6. And I have skills like Java, AWS Cloud, and HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. That's it.
AWS you learn?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I have completed internship in LTI Mindtree recently.
What is S3?
Sir, S3 is a bucket which is used to convert objects convert objects and store in a containers.
S3 bucket. EC2?
Sir, EC2 is an elastic cloud compute, and it is used to like vary the storage or something. It's like a bandwidth that has to be given, sir. If
Okay. So in core Java,
yes,
how much you rate yourself? Scale of 1 to 10.
7.
7. Okay, fine. So what is polymorphism?
Polymorphism is a process of behaving a similar object in different forms.
Okay.
Polymorphism. Poly means many, and morphism means morph means forms. And
What are the different polymorph types?
there are two types of polymorphism. One is runtime polymorphism, also called as overriding polymorphism, and another one is compile time polymorphism, and it is called as overloading polymorphism. And overriding polymorphism.
No, just call it as overloading, overriding.
Okay.
Yeah.
Overloading polymorphism means if there are two methods in a class, and when you call a method, irrespective of the parameters in the two different methods, if one is overloaded by the another method, it is called overloading polymorphism. And in overriding polymorphism, a class a class is inherited by another class, and one class from the child class, the parent fields are overridden.
Fields.
I mean methods.
Methods. It's not field.
Okay.
Method. Okay. So I have a parent class.
Okay, sir.
Okay. I have a child class. In the parent class, I have a method with name m1
Okay, sir.
int a. Okay. So some implementation. And the same m1 method, I am extending the parent class. Okay. And the same m1 int a comma int b.
Yes.
Can we call it as overriding?
No, sir.
Why?
Because there are two parameters in child class and in only one parameter. If there is two parameters in the parent class, then two will be overridden. But if there is only one, it's not possible.
Okay. Cannot say it as not possible, but we cannot call it as
Okay, overridden.
Okay, fine. So what is encapsulation?
Encapsulation is a process of binding data and objects in a single unit.
Okay.
And encapsulation hides the process of the hides the inner implementation of the applications. Like if we see ATM machine, it hides the inner implementation. Like
That is abstraction, right? Abstraction. Okay. So in encapsulation, okay. So what are the access specifier you will be using for members or fields? Private for fields. Why you are using private for fields?
Sir, if a class or if we declare it as private, it can be used in the same package and in the same class.
No.
In the same class, not in the same package. I mean, private.
Okay. So you specified private to the fields, right? Then how you access the data?
Within the class, we can access the data.
Outside the class, I want to access the data.
If you want to outside, if you want to access the data, we use protected.
If I change the access specifier, then data will be exposed, right? And how then the concept of encapsulation?
No.
Do you know getter methods and setter methods?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
There are two methods, getter and setter method.
What is the purpose of getters and setter methods?
The purpose of getter and setter method are if you use setter method, we use it to set the values or variables into the class which is private, and
Private fields.
private fields, and by using getter method we access the methods and fields.
Okay. So what is the final class?
Sorry, if a class is declared as final, the class uh, can be cannot be inherited, and if the method is declared as class, and the
Method is declared as class.
method is declared as final, then the fields that are methods fields that cannot be overridden.
Methods cannot be
Methods cannot be overridden.
Okay. What is exception handling?
Exception handling is a process of handling handling different types of exceptions. There are two types. One is compile time exceptions and runtime exceptions.
Okay.
And
So how you implement custom exceptions?
by using try, catch, and
How you implement custom exceptions? Custom exceptions.
by using finally keywords.
Finally, keyword.
Finalize.
No. Okay. So what is the difference between throw versus throws?
Throw and throws are
No. Okay. Fine. Do you know JDBC?
a little bit.
Little bit. So what is JDBC?
Java database control.
Java database connectivity.
Connectivity.
What are the steps involved in JDBC?
What's that?
What are the steps involved in JDBC? So you learned the JDBC, right?
No, sorry. Fine. Ongoing.
Ongoing. I think you completed, right? The class.for name, driver manager.get connection.
Yes, sir.
Those are nothing but the steps. Getting the statement, executing the query. Okay, fine. What are the lifecycle methods of servlet? Or just tell me what are the different types of servlets? No, servlet.
Servlet is used to
No, the
connect.
course completed, right? The related to servlet.
Not fully, sorry. And it's
It's going on. Yep. So in the first class itself, I think Vishwas are right.
Yes.
Explain, right, what is servlet and how we use for servlet. Okay, what is MVC?
MVC is an architecture, and
Okay.
that is used to combine database with the backend and front end. And for example, if we create a login page, and given the parameters like password and username, that has to be verified from the database, so that if the password is correct and the username is correct, then it will be forwarded to the home page, and otherwise it will be redirected to the same page.
Okay, so in this one, what is model, what is view, what is controller?
View is also called as front end, and which we are visualized, and model view.
Controller.
Controller used to specify that if the for which we have to direct, if the password and anything is correct from the database.
Okay, who will be handling that controlling part? What is the technology?
No.
Servlet.
Okay.
Servlet will be handling, right? What is CSS? Why we use CSS?
CSS is also is briefly said as cascaded style sheet, and for the main usage of CSS is to be it has a specific meaning to customize the properties. If we want to create a logo, we can use it by the help of CSS. We can customize the logo as per the measurements and using some of the syntax.
I have one image is there.
Yes.
Okay, I want to apply some um,
Padding.
okay, paddings or margins. So what is the property you will be using?
Background image.
Yeah, for suppose image background, I need to apply some background.
Background image will be their syntax. By using background image, we can give a source, and the image will be uploaded, and that will be appeared in the background.
Okay, so what is the difference between margin versus padding?
Margin is the full area of the full area which we have to be specified, but padding is the area that has to be specified inside the margin.
Okay, so what are the different at least tell me some of the classes in Bootstrap.
Containers, container fluid, uh,
Certain button classes.
warning.
Directly, suppose if you specify warning, it will come.
No, sir, it has to be given like source equal to button equal to warning, like
Button class is equal to btn.
yes.
Button type is
Class.
equal to button. Class is equal to btn. Btn hyphen primary, btn hyphen source. Okay.